Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, we have a change of scenery today. I'm in my parents' bathroom. It's just a way better filming setup for when I'm getting ready, and especially if neither of them are really around throughout the day, then I can do my makeup in peace. I know since it's a bigger bathroom, it's a little bit echoey. I don't have enough space in my bathroom to set up a tripod, camera, lights, because obviously the lighting of the bathroom is very orange. I shouldn't say obviously, because a lot of lights nowadays are LED. I don't know why those bulbs are still the orange Tuscan ones. Anyway, back on track. So I am recording a date night get ready with me, which I don't think I've ever done on my channel before. If I have, I've maybe done it once. So I decided, why not record it? My boyfriend and I are going out for dinner tonight, and there's a mall attached to the restaurant, so we might go walk around a little bit, do some browsing. I say browsing because I always walk out of the mall with something in my hands. So this is just gonna be a little bit of a chatty get ready with me video. So I'm just gonna start chatting and getting ready. So I'm just gonna start with getting my headband on. This week I have been sick, so I feel like I'm breathing a lot more heavily between sentences and words. Even at the gym, my body parts are very achy, like my joints. So movements that aren't usually uncomfortable to do or I find any discomfort in, I have been finding so yeah, just thought I should give a little disclaimer. And I have this giant bruise on my arm for falling on black ice on Saturday, which was awesome. Canadian weather, right? Just putting some primer on my face to get started here. And then today at the gym, I dropped a 5-pound weight off of the bar. It bounced to the floor and it hit my calf. And you know, you might think damage probably wasn't that bad. It really wasn't, but I bruised like a peach. So this is the damage. If you can see this green purple bruise forming. These two are from prior things because, again, I bruised like a peach. I already put some of my Vaseline lip Thearpy in cocoa butter on my lips throughout the process of my makeup. It can soak into my lips before I put some lipstick on, and that tends to kind of dry out my lips a little bit. So I prepped them. So aside from being sick, I've been very busy with work, and that includes my restaurant job as well as YouTube and my podcast. January 2020, February 2020 are looking pretty strong. And I'm really trying to plan in advance and pump out the content and get my guests lined up for the podcast. I kind of based my eye look today based on what I'm wearing, so I always try to kind of picture in advance what I'm gonna wear so my eye makeup doesn't clash. I know that's funny because usually I just wear neutral eyes and that goes with basically anything, but I want to go for more of like a cranberry red crimson look today. So my outfit is obviously super neutral. I will show that after I'm done with my eye makeup. So I'm gonna bounce between the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe and the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Cosmetics. I'm just studying my palette, figuring out what colors to use. Oh, forgot about this thing. Beauty. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my eye primer. Literally, it's on its last, all my products are on like their last little limbs here. There's like nothing really left, but I still continue to squeeze out product, just like, you know, toothpaste when you're trying to get out the last bit, and you continue to do so until like you're literally struggling and you're like, okay, I gotta go to the store now, actually get some more toothpaste. Okay, I'm going in with my Paint Pot by MAC in Painterly. Oldie but a goodie, but it is a nice neutral like skin color, no shimmer, super matte, to give something for the eyeshadows to stick to. Ow. Morphe, if you're listening, in the future, could you please put the names of the eyeshadows on the actual palette, because turning it around every time is kind of annoying, and the plastic slip that comes on top of it that says the names of each color you throw away after. So I think this is the correct color. I'm using Faint from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is like this champagne-y, pinky beige color. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the shade Silk Creme, which is this color right here. It's just a transition shade before we start piling on these shadows, so we're gonna put that in the crease. So if you don't watch the show This Is Us, they're currently on season 4, and they took a break during the season, like throughout the holidays, but the most recent episode started at the end of January again. So the second most recent one, which would have aired the week of January 12th to the 18th, I just caught up on that one. Not fully caught up on this week's episode yet. I freaking bawled. That episode was so emotional. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started watching the show, didn't have any attachment to the characters, but as the character development grows for each of the siblings, if you watch the show, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's just unbelievable what they go through. And I was just in bed last night sick, wanted to watch an episode before bed, and I was crying till I went to bed. So the show has definitely picked up since when it first aired 4 seasons ago. I also currently started watching The Witcher on Netflix. Not my most favorite show, and it was rated I think 8 out of 10 on, I don't know if it was Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb. It's a cross between like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. Never watched Lord of the Rings in my life. Maybe if I did watch Lord of the Rings, I would have some more appreciation of the show, but I honestly just don't think they did the show very well. There's a lot of errors throughout the film, like technical things, camera work, development of the characters and the way they're telling the story. I'm gonna finish the first season for sure. I have, I think, 2 episodes left. My boyfriend and I watch it together, but I don't think that we will be watching the next season. The next color I'm going to take is in the color Buns, I wanna say. Yeah, Buns, which is just like this matte brown. It's a little on the mauve side. It's in that story of colors of like crimsons. So we're gonna start with a little bit of this in a crease to warm it up. Another show that I have recently started watching is the show Explained on Netflix. And that show is very good. The production value is unbelievable. And if you're unfamiliar with the storyline of that one, is every episode has a different storyline. They basically pick a topic and they go into depth with the topic for, I think it's about 15-20 minutes per episode. So you can just fly through them because the way that they edit them, and like I said, the production value makes it very easy to follow along and have the eye catch and watch. And then before you know it, the episode's over and you're like, but I wanted to know more. So I haven't watched all the episodes. I obviously just watched the ones that intrigue me, the topics that are interesting. They had one on athleisure clothing, they had one on tattoos and just like the history of them, how they came about, what it looks like today, some of the founders, stuff like that. And it's super interesting because you're getting the knowledge without, you know, having to read a book, or it's very quick. I can just watch it on the treadmill, like a couple episodes, just bang them out. I think it's coming along pretty well so far. We're going to switch it up now and take another color. We're going to take Sissy, which is, oh my god, I have a literal eyeshadow all over my hands. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, taking the color Sissy, which is this pink right here. It's a little bit darker than Faint, which we used earlier. Okay, it's not that much darker. It didn't really do anything. Okay, that color didn't really do much. So we're gonna go with a little bit darker color. We're gonna go in with Cranapple. Cranapple, it's a much darker crimson shade that's shimmering. We're gonna use that same brush, and I'm just gonna tap a little, I'm not sure how much is gonna come on this brush, and put it just on the outer corner because it's gonna be blending with the crease color a little later. I do really like this color. I think it's very beautiful. We're gonna go in with the color Jacz. It's this dark crimson matte shade. We're just gonna tap a little. Oh yeah, see, that's pigmented. Look at that one dot. All right, let's go wild with blending. I'm still deciding if I want to add a little more eyeshadow. I think I'll take a little bit of Chip, which is a dark brown color. This one right here. Pointing to that one correctly. Gonna tap it. And tap some on this side too. See, I'm very confused with this palette because some colors pick up and you're like, holy crap, that's pigmented. And then others, it's like it barely shows up on your brush. Recently I saw on Instagram Sam James and Katie Crew. Katie Crew's Canadian. I love following her. Love supporting the Canadians. We're invited by Under Armour to go to their like head facilities and got to test out like a bunch of their new sports bras, got to train at their outdoor like training yard thing, super, super dope. And on top of that, they went over this like app thing that they'll have on, I believe it's gonna be like iPhones, Androids type thing. And if someone is squatting, so say a trainer has a client, the trainer can like scan the person with their phone and it will show them what needs to be improved on, how good their squat is, and all those details. And right now it's like 97% accurate, which is pretty freaking good. And they're just trying to perfect it before, I guess, putting it out on the market to be able to be purchased on the App Store. I'm really not quite sure of the logistics there. I thought that was a super cool concept, and I love the way the world is going. That is insane that an application will be able to tell you that, and pretty soon a human won't have to. Our electronics are smarter than us. I totally forgot to use my Jeffree Star palette. I was gonna go in and use the color Raspberry right there, but I don't really think I need any more eyeshadows. I put quite a lot on my eyeballs. I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes and do some winged liner, and then I'm gonna throw on some lashes. Since that part is super technical, I'm just going to fast forward this. I know I already have done that with a couple clips, but for sure this, because I can't talk and do winged liner, which is like freaking doing a procedure as a doctor. It's very intense. So the eyelashes I applied were the Ardell Natural 105s, which have some length to them and look like you're wearing a simple lash, nothing crazy, maybe some really nice eyelash extensions. So that's why I love going with these ones. I never put mascara on my bottom lash, and I never put eyeshadow there. I don't like the look of it on me. I understand it balances the eye look out. For my personal preference, I don't like it. I also always do eye makeup first as opposed to face, because if I have any fallout, I can go ahead and wipe that off and then apply my face makeup. I never understood why people would do vice versa. We're gonna use some samples today. So I got a Bling concealer sample in the mail from Sephora with my order. So, okay, definitely way too yellow, but we're too far in to stop now. I made a messy triangle on both sides, and I'm just going to blend that out. Anyway, so for the month of February, supposed to be a really exciting month. I was gonna go see Chance the Rapper in concert, and then he canceled his tour. So there's that. One less exciting event of the month of February. However, I am going to Whistler in the month of February. It'll be my first time there. I'm very excited. It is in Canada, and they had a good snowfall recently, so I'm hoping that that will keep up for our time being there. I'm going with my boyfriend. We're gonna take some great vlogs and some travel footage, some nice b-roll, some nice photos. I'm very excited about that. This concealer does look pretty good. Now that I've blended it out, I think it looks nice. It does look very airbrushed. It doesn't look cakey. It's cakeless. They did this packaging really cool. You just peel and there's some product, but there isn't a lot, so that's a little frustrating, but I guess they're implying you don't need a lot anyway because it's concealer. Going in with my Estee Lauder Doublewear Stay in Place makeup, which is a foundation, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my face because it is full coverage. You don't need a crazy amount. All right, I'm going in with my Mercier loose setting powder with a fluffy brush from Real Techniques. Moving on to contour, I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I have hit pan on this one, and this one needs to be replaced. Funny story, I purchased the wrong pan refill. You would think, right, that the colors go like this, match each shade. So like this one would be Subconscious, this color would be Shadow Play, and then this color would be Somber. Well, I bought Somber, and really this is Subconscious. So now I have to go back, probably tonight, and get some more of that. To keep with the crimson theme, I'm using this MAC blush in, oh my god, it's so dirty, Plum Foolery, which is a crimson color. I've had it forever, and I don't wear it that often, so I'm gonna put it on today. Finishing off the cheeks with some highlight, I'm using my Jeffree Star Super Frost in Diamond Wet with my Real Techniques setting brush, but this actually works so well as a highlighter brush. So it is a very chunky glitter, so just be careful how you place it because it will fall all over your face. I'm gonna take Gesso by MAC, which is a white color, as you can see here. I've hit pan. It is my all-time favorite inner tear duct highlight. So I just place it on the inner corner of my eye to brighten it up a little bit because We have a lot of heavy dark shadows. All right, I'm going to throw on my eyebrows and be right back. All right, my brows are on. If you're curious, I use the Anastasia brow powder that is so beaten up in medium brown. That's how it looks like. Does anyone ever favorite one eyebrow over the other? Because I'm strongly loving the right one more than the left one today. I'm going to start on my hair. I don't like doing my lipstick till like right before I leave because sometimes I'm like drinking water, I have a snack, and then I'm like, oh, I have to reapply, or now my lipstick's all over my water bottle. So I will show you that, but I'm gonna do my hair. I don't wanna fully record that because I do want to film a separate video of what my going out hair looks like, what curling iron I use, the hairspray, and all that jazz. So I wanna save that for a separate video. Plus I know this one's already gonna be lengthy as is. So once I snap, my hair will be done. And I am back, so my hair is done. It is loosely curled. My hair doesn't hold the best of curls, even with hairspray, so this will look a lot more like beach waves towards the end of the night. Let's go see what I'm wearing for the night. Time for my little outfit of the night. I am wearing this scarf from Aritzia, which is just a like crimson blanket scarf. It's reversible, so the other side is navy blue. I'm wearing it on the crimson side though, obviously, so it can match my eyes. I'm wearing this like grayish sweater material like tank, also from Aritzia. And then I tucked it into a black pencil skirt from Garage. Some random tights I found in my drawer. I don't know where the heck those are from. And then my leather jacket is from Zara. My necklace is from J&Co. It's like super, super dainty. Try to zoom you in. It's really, really simplistic. And then for my jewelry, I have this Michael Kors buckle ring. If I can shake the rest out. This dainty bracelet from Fossil, and then I have this Tory Burch bangle as well. My watch is from Elon Novak. I don't know why the heck it's not focusing, but it's just a black strap with a rose gold face. And then for my bag, I am bringing this black Rebecca Minkoff mini Mac. I always overstuff it and can never zip it up. And I got this perfume tester in the mail. I think I figured out that it is a cologne because I definitely smell like a good smelling man and not a woman right now. But yeah, so I actually sprayed this. Maybe I'll bring it to my boyfriend's house and give it to him. As for my lips, I just line them with MAC Boldly Bare lip liner. I use the MAC lipstick in Brave, and then I use a little bit of the Morphe gloss in Flower Crown just in the center. It's a nude shade. And then I'll show you my shoes. I'm just gonna wear my knee-high black Steve Madden heels that are suede. I think that will look good with the outfit. Now let's go to dinner because I'm hungry. We are at the mall now, which I mentioned earlier is beside the restaurant we're gonna go to. So the restaurant we decided on was
Okay.
Yeah, the other option was Cactus Club, which I think we'll do next time. And you guys already saw my outfits, but I want to show you again, and I want to show you Kieran's because the lighting is much better in here than just in a house. Tell us where everything's from.
Nike.ca or com, Air Force Ones, Calvin Klein chinos, Tommy Hilfiger polo, and then my Woods Parka is cold.
And he's currently holding all of my stuff in his pockets because I overfilled my bag. Surprise, surprise. You already saw my outfit, but I just want to show you the overall look with the boots. And I said I only wanted a mixed drink if they had Diet Pepsi because I don't like Coke as much, or Diet Coke. And they do have Diet Pepsi, so that's what we got.
The way she asked it was, what diet drinks do you have? And then he was like, Diet Pepsi. And she's like, yes, I'll get that. He's like, you want a Diet Pepsi? And she's like, yeah. Like, she didn't want the Diet Coke, but usually they're expecting people to be like, oh, it's not Diet Coke.
Yeah, so they bring you your... And then we got double vodka and then with Diet Coke, but typically they mix it for you. They bring it, sorry, am I drunk? They bring it in a little baby craft, like just for size reference. Like, I don't know where to put this beside. Like, this big salt and pepper shaker. It's so cute and small. Anyway, I really like that way of,
delivering.
yeah, of like drink
And then
prep.
you see how much alcohol they've given you. Wait.
Well,
this is the Pepsi.
this is, I know,
I guess
but there's
in
some ice, and it's probably melted because we've been sitting at the bar for a bit.